As we all know, the responsibility of the opposition is to hold the government to account. And as Minister for Justice, your responsibility is to hold the Garda Commissioner to account. And you're answerable here to the Dáil. Now, in Sinn Féin's view, the Garda Authority should have been given more powers. The Garda Authority should be able to hold the Commissioner to account, and no one minister should have that responsibility. But check the record. Your government blocked that. So the Commissioner and holding the Commissioner to account is your responsibility, and you have to be able to account to this Dáil. Now, there have been a series of allegations made about how Garda Maurice McCabe was treated after he raised concerns about investigations of serious crimes in the Kevin Monaghan division. In particular, it has emerged that two senior Garda officers apparently claimed that Sergeant McCabe admitted to them that he was motivated by malice. And that allegation was also apparently made by senior counsel acting for the Garda Commissioner. So I'm going to put to you the exact same questions I put to you yesterday. And answers to these questions are the very minimum that this Dáil, citizens of this state, serving members of An Garda Síochána, and particularly victims of these serious crimes, deserve. Tánaiste, there is no legal barrier on you answering these questions. In fact, you're obliged to do so. It's very straightforward. You did meet with the Garda Commissioner in the North Inner City yesterday. I was there last night at the community vigil. But did you speak to the Garda Commissioner on these issues? Ceist Amháin. Have you asked what instructions she gave to her legal team about Sergeant McCabe? And have you asked if two officers claimed that Sergeant McCabe admitted to them that he acted with malice? Now, we're entitled to answers to those questions. Whatever you may want to say about the detail of it and the context and all of the rest of it, we, as Seachta Dála and Shaw, are obliged to hold you to account, and you're obliged to answer these very straightforward questions.
Thank you very much. Tánaiste. Deputy Adams.
Just very briefly, Tánaiste, Sinn Féin argued for an independent Garda authority, and your government ridiculed us. We argued for it to be in the lines of the Patent Commission. It was only when the whole series of scandals erupted that you eventually and reluctantly went for the model you now have. And I wish them well, but I go back to my original questions. See, how do we sort this out? How does a member of the opposition get this government to answer a question, which is an entirely valid question? I didn't ask you to deal with the transcripts. I didn't ask you to deal with the detail of this. I simply asked you, as the line minister, did you ask the Garda Commissioner to tell you what instructions she gave to her legal team about Sergeant McCabe, and whether two officers had claimed that Sergeant McCabe admitted to them that he acted with malice? That's very straightforward. There is no legal barrier whatsoever on you answering these questions. Now, this government, at least the last government, made this mistake many, many times. There was a marked refusal to treat the Dáil with the respect that it deserves. And on numerous occasions, information was withheld. We have to tune into RTE and read the newspapers to find out what's happening. And the issues we're dealing with here, yes, the issues we're dealing with here, as you know, are not trivial issues. They go to the very core of confidence in our policing and justice systems. And all of us have a duty to build confidence in these systems. This is also, Tánaiste, about your solemn responsibilities as a government. You say you're prohibited from answering my questions. That is absolute nonsense. So I'm imploring you, as a matter of urgency, to go from this chamber, to speak to the Commissioner and to ask these questions and to report back to the Dáil without further delay.
Thank you, Deputy Adams. Tánaiste to conclude.
I'm very